story of Karl, Hassell, DARKARTS Paranormal. Yeah, tell us it all, man. No holds barred.
Sorry. No holds barred.
No holds barred.
Start the drama.
Big shout, PD. Anyway, not going there. No. Fuck's sake. Why do I sound so fucking basic? Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Do you want me to spit some fucking lyrics? So my name's Karl. I've been drinking since I've been 15. It is like a fucking Alcox and honest meeting this, isn't it? £12 a ticket. Tell us your problems. What do you want to know? I just want a big shout. Matthew Williams. We've had some awesome times, we've done some crazy shit.
Did you notice nobody clapped?
Yeah, fucking. Come on. Fuck's sake. No, big shout to everyone being there tonight. It's awesome. Obviously, you know, like everyone coming together and stuff like that. It's sick. No drama, no bullshit. It's what it's about. Everyone's showing and sharing the same interests and God knows what else. But what do you want to know?
Right.
My fucking dick size. That's why I can't hold a girlfriend down, innit? Like, what the fuck's going on? Fuck's sake.
I'm very interested in your size.
What? Okay, at least I know who we're going on to tonight, innit? Fucking hell. Never knew I was fucking gay to this point. Alright, so
does the shit size resemble what it's going to?
no. Does it fuck? What do you want to know?
He'll give you some questions.
Alright, yeah, John, come give us
He does like the interviews people.
Right, I'll try and keep it YouTube censored. Right, come on, man.
What about the YouTube? That's a big sorry.
It
was.
It's on there, darling. It's on there.
Well, what we've got to say to everybody is thanks everyone. Yeah, I don't know what to say really. That's alright, I can always just go, right. Oh, so yeah.
You got real often.
You know what? 1 second.
That's it. I've been waiting 20 minutes to do that. I've been waiting to see you.
There we go. It's a bit overdone. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Try.
I'm sorry, I've
It's covered.
So if I stand here,
Have you put another one each of the faces?
excuse me, could you,
You should have done it with a marker.
right, shall we go on with this interview then, yeah?
Yeah?
Close to your mouth, he says.
Well, I'm not used to it. You might be, I'm not. Can you hear me now? Sit down, sit down.
Yeah, Luke, come on.
Right, okay. Karl, DARKARTS TV, give him a round of applause firstly for being here.
Thank you very much, honestly, much appreciated.
Thanks.
So you know what I mean?
Eh?
You just don't expect it, it's just random, isn't it?
It's proper random.
It's random.
So you've got about 192,000 subscribers. You've been going God knows how long. How long have you been going firstly? Come and tell us.
10 years, I was actually the official UK channel to do paranormal stuff in the UK 10 years ago.
10 years.
10 years ago I was the first paranormal channel for the UK.
Come on, give him a round for that one. 10 years. So you've done loads of stuff, you know, obviously you've been everywhere, all over the world. You've even done other TV series like Dark Territories, I think it was. Are we going to have another series?
So, another series, we have talks to do another series, but it all depends just yet. All depends, like personal circumstances and stuff like that. But we have got plans. And a UFO documentary.
Oh, when's that coming out?
No idea just yet. No idea just yet. No, I don't plan. It's kind of just a case of like, right boys, what are you doing? We're getting up and going, come on, let's go. And Neil's just kind of like, oh, you know, let's go, man. I'm not even been home.
That's not my fault.
Do you know what I mean? Neil's been home. I ain't been home. It's been over a month and I've not been home. I've been fucking living on my suitcase.
I hope you ain't got a cat. Alright, so how did you start like in getting involved in paranormal? What actually made you think, what else is out there? Was it a personal thing, or was it just like, oh, I saw somebody else do something, or you might have an experience? Let me know.
Right, so basically it all started from being young. I used to experience weird things that I just can't explain. Earliest memories and just odd things are just things I can't explain. I used to say to mum all the time, like, I've just had this happen and something, whatever. And she basically turned around and said, oh, you know, you're probably just imagining things and blah, blah, blah. But at that point in time, mum was obviously experiencing the same thing that my brother was. And it wasn't until years later, so I was about 13, I think it was 14, we had a really odd experience, something I just can't explain. If you ask my mum to this day, she'll tell you it's like an alien experience. And we don't come from a religious background or anything like that, but my mum to this day still won't go to sleep without the prayer cards and stuff like that. We actually had the house exorcised by a priest who came round and did all the holy stuff and put olive oil everywhere and holy water. And ever since that, it just stopped. So that was my, well, it was like the call. Do you know what I mean?
Like a catalyst.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that was it. I was like, right, well, I've got to know more. So I started going out with my cousin. At a young age, we started doing a lot of stuff like investigations, and then started going to a lot of public, like private events and things like that. And I started documenting my findings from a very young age. And I've been doing this well before YouTube, so I was already collecting a lot of archive stuff, which I've still not shared with anyone. And yeah, time's just gone on, and I'm here now.
So can I go back to what you were saying before? You had an experience. You would go a bit deeper into that and what it was, or can you, if you don't really want to, I understand.
It's a long story, it really is a long story. So I'll give you a quick rundown. It was about 5 o'clock in the morning, and basically I had woken up and I looked down at my leg, and as I looked down I could see this like incision into my leg, and it was like open but it wasn't bleeding. So I can vaguely remember the burning sensation I had. So anyway, I jumped out of bed, walked across over to my mum's bedroom, which is like, my bedroom door's here, hers is there, so it's literally a case of straight across. So I went in and I said to her, I was like, Mum, she's like, what? I've got a gash in my leg. She's like, oh, don't worry about it, you're just dreaming. So I was like, what the fuck? So I go into the bathroom and I'm thinking, it's fucking weird this, but at this point in time, my mum's looking at the clock thinking, well, it's 5 a.m, it's nearly daytime. You know, you can almost see like the, you know, like that chiaroscuro grey scale looking, yeah, silver lining kind of thing going through the windows. So I jumped back in bed, and then I'm kind of thinking, what was that about? So next minute, basically what happened was, I put the TV on, and this is before digital, so it's like the analog static looking thing. The channels were working, it was like BBC or whatever. Next minute the TV had changed this static looking image, and I could hear this weird sound going.
So you were awake at this point?
Wait, yeah, wide awake, yeah. But I started to see this outline on the TV, so it turned out the sound that I was hearing was actually the sound that my mum was making. But as this was happening, this weird like shadow silhouette block looking figure, it's like a static black mass, was all of a sudden coming into the room. But what had happened was, my mum was also experiencing the exact same thing, and my brother in the other room. So next minute we're all screaming, shouting, everything's all commotion, and we're running to the room, and we're like, what the fuck just happened? Because we all had this experience of like these shadow figures and not being able to move, but there's 3 of us, it's not just one person, it's 3 people happening at the same time.
So simultaneously, all different rooms, something happening.
Yeah, basically it's at the exact same time. So, but I mean, this has been going on for years prior, like weird things happening in the house, but there was this like ultimate moment where it just happened. So yeah, that's how I got into it. It's fucked.
It sounds a bit fun.
Fucking mentally scarred.
Yeah, I got you. No. So from there, moving on from there, so you documented stuff, kept going, and to this day, obviously, you're still doing everything else. Can you give us a bit more explanation what tools you use? Because obviously, everyone has watched you at some point in time, and you use a varied number of tools.
So my go-to is a spirit box. A lot of people say, oh, you know, it's garbage, just FM stuff. But when you're getting the word CUNT coming through and calling you all kinds of stuff, then it kind of validates that it's not coming from a radio station. You know, especially between certain sweeps. Like, what's it, ITV, like BBC One, like, Radio 1 Extra giving, oh yeah, big shout to that motherfucker over there, do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, that's my number one tool is spirit box. EVPs and always the go-to device, especially, you know, getting electronic voice phenomena. It's golden every time, especially when you're using an older model, because obviously, you know, the new ones have got presets and it just basically cuts out a lot of the rawness to it. So that's the main ones. SLS cameras.
Yeah, they're quite mental, aren't they, really? I mean,
Yeah.
I saw them when you hold it out and whether you see something or not. A lot of people, I could go on to this about debunkers, because obviously you get a lot of this, right? So,
That's what I mean, there you go.
So yeah, I was going to ask your thoughts on it, because obviously you're talking about various technologies and a lot of people, you can fake stuff now. You know, AI is wonderful, but it's also a pain in the ass, especially something you do.
The way I see it is, you're making content off someone else's other content, so you're not actually going and doing the work. Like, we travel fucking thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. Me and Neil did, what, 5,000 miles in 2 weeks? 6 hours straight and falling asleep at locations trying to film. Right, and then people come around and say, oh, you're fake. Am I? Would you waste your time traveling to all these foreign fucking countries and going, oh, I'm going to slam this door in 3, 2, 1, bang. And wasting all this money, all the investment money gone to all these, you know, different locations, high cars, planes, hotels, blah, 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 blah. Would you fake it?
No. I get you, but I had to ask a question.
But I can understand this, obviously, the skeptic mindset. As long as you're being, like, you know, respectable and saying, you know, well, I think that is fake and stuff like that. Fair enough. Do you know what I mean?
Because for me personally, a lot of people sort of think, well, there's no scientific evidence, because there's no specific method. Because to prove something, you have to have a method, and then you can do a theory. Do you think it would be good to try and, within the paranormal world, to actually get it so you have a method, so they can specifically then start to detect things? Because okay, you can detect EMF waves, for example. We all know you can get them when there's no sort of electrical fault around, but they are erratic by nature, as an example.
Yeah, I mean, you can obviously get like spontaneous energy, which is a thing which is not necessarily paranormal related. It's just fluctuations of random EMF, which can obviously give false readings. But obviously, when you're asking questions and getting certain things, and it's all linked, you know. I mean, we had it the other day, didn't we, where we was in Bill Manor, and the EMF was going mad, and he was like trying to figure it out and stuff, and he was going mad, saying, "Oh, fucking Beardo's going to be on our case. He's going to think we're faking it." I'm like, "Fuck Beardo." Like, to be fair, like, I do speak to him. No one can debunk me. He won't even speak about me. Well, to be fair, I do have him on Facebook. We have spoke. He has warned me of like someone called Cajun TV, some American guy who lives in the swamps.
Cajun TV is like some type of cooking program.
Yeah, well, his name's Bayou, so he probably fucking stinks out the swamp. But anyway, but it's just. But literally, Beardo had basically taken his video and debunked his video because he was basically overlaying white noise over my actual EVPs, trying to make out I'm fucking faking it, or there's nothing there. And I'm like, what are you doing, man?
So he's faking something which you think is already fake?
He was faking it, trying to say it's fake, yeah.
Bell end.
Yeah. No, but big shout Beardo anyway. Like, you know, he's quite respectable in some ways and stuff. And each to their own, but yet again, I do believe in, you know, go make your own content. Go experience for yourself. There's no point reviewing other people's things. Oh, that's fucking bullshit. Unfortunately, we have Hollywood. You know, we have Sam Colby. Project Fair. 100 quid a signature. Hey, that's what they're fucking charging. So we was at Paracon, all these celebrities, like, he was that one from the Jersey Show, whatever. Angela, whatever. All charging, the celebrities charging 100 quid. Celebrities. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
100 quid a signature. I didn't come here tonight to charge everyone for a fucking signature or a picture, do you know what I mean? It's disgusting because the way I see it is like, if it weren't for you guys and all the creators...
I've got a deal for you, right? Do this, right? Yeah. If 50, yeah?
No, it's true though. You know what I mean? I have time for absolutely everyone, and like people give me shit, and like, oh, you fucking fake, I hate that. Something up 20 is fucking like whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? But I appreciate speaking to every single one of you if you've got time to get around to it. Do you know what I mean? But I do make time and appreciate everyone, so thank you.
So, give it another round. We're all getting pissed.
I just want to make that clear.
What's
I
that?
don't fancy him, but he's my favourite channel. Sorry.
Get it out. Gay with Andy.
I know you do the old method and stuff, and I know you don't fucking do all these new REM pods and all that.
Yeah.
You do the old method.
Yeah, but the thing is, I ask anyone who says I'm fake to come with me. I've got nothing to hide.
Well, that's the thing. I'm sceptic, but I will quite happily come with you with a few bits and pieces, just to see how it is. Don't get anything, you don't get anything. You do, you do.
Well,
that's the thing.
It is what it is. Yeah, come on, bear man. Get your ass up here, boy. Get them pants down.
Come on, son, come on up.
Right, go on, man. Right, go on. Yeah, go on, you ask the questions.
What happened when you met this man in a building by chance? Because it was by chance, wasn't it? As far as I remember.
I was with Band of World Explorer, Dave. We were, it was funny.
Yeah.
It was a fucking nuts night, sorry for swearing, but fuck me. You can't fake that shit, I'm sorry, but what I experienced that night was just mind-blowing.
Bear in mind, obviously, this is the first time I actually met him as well.
This guy.
We bumped into, because me and Lottie was just like, who the fuck's at the door?
we came up the drive, we were like, there's people in there, and I walked up, and David was behind me, he went, I'm just gonna knock here. I was like, oh, no, she went, oh, what the fuck is that? Nuts, but nah, fuck me, what happened in that house, you can't fake that shit.
Yeah.
This guy is fucking a legend, I'm gonna say. But no, it was the best paranormal
He's a
ever.
legend.
Fuck's sake.
No, but you can't fake that shit. You can't. I mean, I'm very open to shit like that. You know
He's a
that.
very sensitive.
And when I walked up that stairs, fuck me, I felt something fucking dark up there, and he was like, I just started choking. It was nuts. I've never felt anything like that in my life. And, yeah.
It was just crazy, basically. We had so much activity to respect.
It was. Sorry.
Fuck's sake. Yeah. But yeah, I just want to shout out my crew, obviously, who we work with on a regular occasion and stuff. Like, we work very hard. A lot, fucking hell, I've been grinding for like 10 years. Do you know what I mean? It's just bad how time's gone, and I'm thinking like, fuck me, where's my life going to? Do you know what I mean? It's weird. Who knows what the future holds?
Yeah, but it's time consuming, I can see. The amount of videos that you have, obviously the amount of followers you have as well. And the content you put in, especially like Dark Territories, okay, it's different from your channel, but it's much more in depth in the sense that you do a background and you start looking into things, and then you have a little synopsis afterwards about what happened.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't see it is they see a 45-minute episode of like everything blended into one, but it's not the case. It's literally it's like 2 to 3 nights consecutive filming at the same location blended into one, because obviously to maximise the activity, because obviously we want to show everyone who's watching, like, that's crazy, we've got captured this as the part, but sometimes we walk away like 30 East Drive, okay now, don't forget me starting on 30 East Drive. People swear by it, but I'm just like, isn't it? It's fucking not right. Yeah. No, but seriously, 30 East Drive, the guy who directed the film owns the house, I think it's fake.
What I also felt good though is that I don't know about anybody else, but I find for yourself, when you see things on yours, I sometimes see on other channels like, what was that? And they just like walk, and you're like, well, there's nothing. If you don't get anything, you say, well, we did it for another 10 minutes, didn't get nothing. And you still sometimes go, do you hear that noise? But if it's audible, 9 times out of 10 you'll have it reversed back, and then you have it slowed down, don't you, as well?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I've got to siphon through the audio, but sometimes obviously you do miss it. You know, it's what it is. But obviously, you know, the viewers do point out stuff and you go over it and things like that. But it's tedious. You got to go drive, film, edit, repeat cycle, and thing is, it causes a lot of problems. I've had like how many relationships gone to shit because obviously like my focus and like aim is obviously to prove to myself, one, that I'm not nuts, especially from all the shit that happened when I was younger. Obviously experiencing things like that, but I don't know, it's just like I feel like I'm on a mission. But obviously relationships go downhill at the same time and it causes a lot of problems.
So it goes back to the debunkers. Why do it if you have that much shit happen? And that's because you believe in what you're doing.
Exactly, yeah, 100%. Like I said to you, and I said we're not making videos for Beardo. We're not. I ain't travelled fucking how many miles to God knows where else to go to an abandoned house and pay this X amount of cash and be tired just to be like, oh yeah, let's do this, let's impress Beardo. And who's the other one? It's the shape. Oh fucking honestly, it's exhausting, it's tiring.
Definitely, I could see that you travel all over the world. You know, you wouldn't do it if it was fake. You'd be like, no, I don't get enough fucking money out of it.
The way I see it is, if you're constantly investigating sheds, I'm not going to mention their names, sheds, fucking barns, derelict buildings that have been burnt down about 15,000 times. Do you know what I mean? Yes, and claimed as a demon. It's fucking bullshit. It is. Get out the country. Go experience it for yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, look at your stuff. It's different in different countries. I mean, you can do something in the UK, and it is completely different. Just even from a viewer point of view, it's different if you're in, say, in fucking Spain or somewhere like that. So yeah. Moving on. So, what is the most scary? I don't want to say scary. It's too like, oh, what's the scariest?
It's funny because I get it all the time, and I'm like, it's like Matt was like, do you remember that time? And I'm like, fuck, I remember that time. I completely forgot about the time. But yeah,
okay, so
with a police stealth boat getting arrested in the middle of fucking ocean, what were YouTubers doing that? Getting cautioned at another time by another police boat. Like me and Matthew have done some crazy stuff. Like we had the best adventures, man. I'm honestly big shout, Secret Vault, seriously. You know, absolute fucking legend. You know, I actually come across. Yeah, love you, bro. Honestly, when we was doing the Burlington Bunker Underground series in Caution, we actually came across Matthew V. I was like, who's this guy? He's just going terrorising the fucking military police. And I was like, we're not messing with this guy. And then that was it. We ended up becoming like really good friends, and we did a lot of stuff. We nearly died how many times? You nearly died slipping down that cable. Nearly fell to your death. We nearly died in the underground canal, drowned to death in freezing cold waters, and it's madness, honestly. They were the best times, seriously. So.
Hey, do you remember that time when we were in the tunnels in Bristol, and you couldn't receive any radio signal at all on your spirit box? It was going all the way through the frequencies, and it was just noise, just shh. And when you asked a question, it jumped out of the noise. There was no radio channels there, and those voices popped straight out of that.
I thought he was going to mention the time when we set a firework off on the ground and it nearly fucking killed us.
The roof came down, didn't
Yeah,
it?
the shockwave nearly killed us all.
Yeah. and also, I don't know whether you witnessed it, but remember we were in the children's hospital in Bristol? And
dressed in suits.
We were all dressed in suits. And my trousers got pulled down. Did you actually see that? It just went straight down. Yeah, anyway. I'm not blaming Karl for my trousers coming down, but yeah, I'll give you my number later.
Thanks, Matt. Well, that answered that question. So, this is going to touch on your subjects as well, really, but do you think, or is it, in your opinion, and the evidence that you've gone over the years, there's a difference, there's a link between the paranormal, as in ghosts, entities, demons, or however you want to call it, and UFOs and aliens?
Yeah, without a doubt, 100%. So when I went up to Tennessee in March, I actually filmed a UFO documentary, and the stuff that was linking in with the stuff we was capturing in the sky was actually linking into the spirit box. And my friend's been documenting, well, my American friend's been documenting for quite a while, and he's studied the occult. Anyway, he started tampering with all this crazy stuff, and there's a point in that video where I said, can you show yourself to Daniel now? And he come through straight away saying, we can. And this weird anomaly, he doesn't really show it too well. It shows it well on the camera, but it doesn't show it obviously what we'd see. It was like a weird, strange blue, not like a shooting star. It was something totally different. And obviously, Lottie and Andy can verify this because we had a fucked up experience. Excuse my French. Why do we always swear?
Fucking don't know.
It's like that rough end Manchester talk, innit? I need to like have elocution lesson like Zach Bagans or something like. I never used to believe in UFOs until I come face to face with one. I mean, now I fake videos for my credibility. Someone will cut that somewhere, I want, and put it up on DARKARTS TV provided, proven to be fake.
So, yeah, brilliant. So there, you think there was a massive link?
It's linked, it's 100% linked, because we've had stuff in it, you can verify this stuff. We've had weird things. Also, Neil with the cryptids in Ballybolly, we had the woman shouting for help, which is, you know, like, it's linked to the story of the cryptid shit and calling for help and people go missing, like a 411 case, for example. It's all linked.
So, putting that in mind, then, I've just thought of another question. That's all when you said that. Well, fucking hell. Right. So, would you say some of the experience you have, you think is possibly linked to UFOs? So maybe not dead people, for example, or both, or neither, or you know, just go, because obviously a lot of the paranormal stuff is to do with the dead and spirits.
Who's to say it's not us subconsciously manifesting? It's like, for example, the Simon experiment, where they send a lot of people into a location, they come up with this story, people then believe the story, then which manifests an actual entity of some sort, which has been also proven. You know about the Simon experiment, don't you, Matthew? Maybe you know a little bit. You know, is it the Philip or the Simon experiment? I can't remember which one. Yeah. Yeah, they basically created a ghost and like it actually manifested it. So it basically goes back to quantum, where the two guys were manipulating particles with the mind, and they were monitoring stuff, and then they managed to manipulate the particles to go through.
So it's more power than mind.
Basically, yeah. So who's to say we like
mass hysteria, for example. If everybody thinks there's that there, so if you've got people in the room believing something, it may happen and manifest itself through your own mind rather than
literally mass hysteria, but with physical evidence.
Yeah,
which is scary. Yeah. Does that mean we're living in a simulation? I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, that's a whole different subject with the simulation part. So, one place that if there's one place you haven't been, but you really do want to go, what is it? You know, the one place that you'd think, right, you know what, that is that place.
Do you know what? I used to be able to answer that question and say Pavela Island in Italy, but I've done it. So I'm like, kind of like, where do I go from now?
So you ain't got a place now.
So that's it.
That's fair play. If you've done everything.
I'm quitting, guys. Thank you for your time.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Doing M&M.
So, other than continuing doing what you're doing now, and possibly the UFO and the dark territory, anything else in the pipeline which you can divulge or you want to do future?
To be honest, I want to quit YouTube. I'm not going to lie. I've been thinking about it for quite some time. I think I just want to get off it completely. The thing is, it's a toxic environment. It's nothing but arguing, bitching, reviewing and faking and and saturation has become like so immense that the fact that, you know, like the well-established channels are struggling in aspects for obviously to keep continuing making videos for everyone. But I don't know. I think I just feel like I want to move on to something more produced. Like
you want to do more
mainstream. About obviously. I don't know if everyone's seen it, but me and Lottie was going to work on this new show and stuff like that, but we didn't know what was going to do with it just yet, so it's possibly in the pipeline, who knows. But YouTube, I think it's going to come crashing down. I honestly think YouTube are losing money. That's what I think, because they've got to compete with TikTok, you've got all these other platforms, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a possibility. So, that's it. I've got no other questions.
Yeah, I don't want to waste anyone's more time. Just get to the fucking bar and get on with it.
Right,
thank you so much for it.
Go on, big hand for Karl.
Thank you, honestly, cheers. Much appreciated. Cheers, man. Much appreciated. Cheers to everyone else as well. Thank you so much. And my guys in the corner, like, so big shout, Matthew. Yeah, man. Secret of all business. Wicked.
You want some more? Yeah, come on.
I'll say so, man.
Go.